Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the NJP Ranch. I'm Rick with you here this afternoon. Well, have you ever wanted to put curtains into little N-scale buildings, or any scale for that matter, but don't want to spend a whole lot of money on them? Well, I might have the answer for you right here in these simple little index cards. Pick them up at your office supply center for a couple bucks, and you got a lifetime supply. So you need those cards, some colored pencils, and of course a pair of scissors. Scissors. Words. You can use a sharp knife if you want to. I choose not to on this particular video, but you can use that. But like I said, I would rather use the scissors for this one to keep it simple. All right, so how do we get started on doing these? Well, there's the buildings with really finished curtains in them, and they look pretty decent, I think. So I think we're going to use the yellowish orange looking piece. Yeah, let's use that one. That one's already kind of cut up anyway. So let's use that one. And here we go. Let's get started and draw some lines. It's very simple, really. Just use your creativity, draw a line. And they don't have to be perfectly straight. I mean, you don't want them absolutely crooked or anything like that. But I find that if they're less straight, if they're more free-handed, I think they work a little bit better. It looks a little bit more natural, I guess would be the word I would use for it. So I'm using a brown on the orange right there. And let's see. Do you think we could use, yeah, let's try the blue, see if it works. Just a touch in between there. And believe it or not, that actually kind of works. It blends in real nicely. So we want to make a little bit of a shadowy effect looking thing here. And I think, yeah, let's leave a little gap in between there so we can put it between the between styles for the windows. And I'm starting with the blue and kind of a green looking thing there, and giving it a little bit of a design character there. Those colors are actually matching up real nicely, I think. Actually, I said green. I meant to say brown. Words. Okay, some red. Red should work real well with this. I would certainly think the red would work well, and it does. You can start to see, if you use your imagination, you can actually see that they are looking like kind of curtainy. Curtainy? Is that kind of a word? I don't know. But that's the... Now we're going to shade it in just a little bit. Very, very lightly. You want to put shadows on these so that they look a little bit more three-dimensional. I got a little out of line there, but that's okay. We can deal with that. All right, now I'm going to take some black and do some shadowing in here. Don't press super hard on it, but make the line a little bit more defined. And again, you don't have to be real consistent with this. The less straight, within reason, obviously, the better. Just kind of... give them a little shadow. So now they look really good. The ones on the right do anyway. I'm trying to do a little bit with the one on the left here. That one's not turning out quite as good as I was hoping, but it'll be okay. We can work with what we've got here. So what I'm going to do now is just very lightly shading over, just kind of darken it up just a little bit without getting too carried away. Very, very, very light pressure on the pencil here. Just kind of filling in. And again, you don't want to make it real opaque, and you can take your finger and kind of smear it all together, and kind of combines everything all together. So let's grab the pink zebra scissors. Oh boy, yes. We're going to cut off a section. Actually, I did this kind of backwards here. Look at the building here. Now you see what I mean by putting it between the stiles on the windows. That blank space would be in between the windows, and the curtains themselves would cover the window glass itself. So this is where I kind of did things backwards. I should have probably cut that whole strip off before I cut this little section out. But details. I mean, you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. Just gets a little more consistent result if you cut it all off at once and then cut your shorter strength words. Gosh, having trouble speaking today. Now we can cut it off. I didn't cut that quite deep enough. There we go. Just take it off. There we go. And now you get a little bit better idea of what we're doing here. What we are doing here. My gosh. So that gives you a little bit better shot at gravity. Curtain gravity. So I'm going to trim the edges off of these a little bit so that they don't cover the entire window. You don't want to cover up the whole window with this. You want to be you want to leave a little gap in there so it looks like they're kind of open. I mean, you can put the effect in there so the curtains are actually closed, but I like to think that the people living in there would want to have some sunshine shining in. And there, now you can see, put an identical one in the next window over, and it'll look pretty close. So let's experiment a little bit here. Let's move. Dropped it again. Of course. What's new about that? Mr. Clumsy over here. Mr. Gravity. All right. Yeah, I'm holding the building at an awkward angle here, trying to kind of give you guys a little bit. Now let's grab the other piece that's not really trimmed to length yet, but let's put that up in there, and you can kind of get a look at what the full effect is going to be like. I'm adjusting things a little bit. Just look at the second window in from the right. And now you can see, whoops, hold on to it, Rick. Come on, hold on to it. Oh, no. It's sliding all over the place. It's out of control. But now you look at the second window from the right, and the effect is pretty cool. I like that. And that's another reason why you really don't have to be super detailed with that. Now, this is the end result of that exact operation on this building. Now, I think that turned out really good. On the bottom down there, that is actually some photorealistic images I bought off of Etsy, the Etsy website. Really cool stuff, and I think that looks really good in there. If you look on the far left, that door is actually a curtain on there, and I did put lighting in these, so they will light up at night and look pretty cool. I like the way this building turned out. You can use different colored curtains on different windows. I just decided to go floor by floor with it, and there's another one of those Etsy photorealistic images of the inside of a store. Pretty convincing. I really like the way this is working, and you can make these in any scale. I made them for N scale, obviously, but you can do it for HO, S gauge, O gauge, any gauge. Just adjust your thing. Feel artistic. Feel free to express yourself artistically on these, and have a good time with them. Don't be afraid to experiment, and your results will be pretty cool. I like what we did here, and I'm going to keep on doing it this way. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll talk to you guys later from the NJP Ranch. So long, everybody. Talk soon.